not really understand why parents do this. Whenever you ask them to what's the time and stuff, they answer like it's 8 p.m. And then when you look for yourself, it's literally 7:30 or 7:20 or something. And you're like, it's not 8. And they're like, oh, it's the same thing. Like, it's not the same thing. There's a difference. There's a difference of like 30 minutes. How is it the same thing? Do you want to go back to 2nd grade to learn time again? Like, honey, it's not that hard. Like, don't do this again because it makes me angry. Bye. So this is how my friend went missing. So we call her Juliet, and this is not my story. So one day we were in school, and Juliet told us that she's going on a trip to another country with her family. So we all said okay, and when she landed and got a hotel room, we were chatting with her, and suddenly she video called us, and so we accepted. And she was telling us that she's right now alone in the hotel room because her parents went to get something, and somebody is knocking nonstop. We said that it's probably room service, and we just said that just tell them to go away or something. So she said that she's right now alone and she's scared to even answer the door, and she's really scared. So we said that you should wait for your parents to come back home and don't make a noise and stuff. There's part 2. Bye. So we told Juliet that calm down and wait for her parents to come home, and suddenly she hanged up. So after a couple days we didn't hear from her. She didn't text in any group and stuff, and then we just thought like she was having fun. But after like 2 weeks we didn't hear from her still. But before going to the trip, she told us that she will be back in like 2 weeks, but she was not back. So we decided to call her, and her parents answered, and they told us that 2 weeks ago they came back home to the hotel and the window was broken, and we couldn't find Juliet anywhere. So they called the police, and now they're searching for Juliet. And that literally scared us all because we didn't know what happened to Juliet. So there's part 3. Bye. Part 3. So Juliet was found in a hospital after like 2 weeks, and her leg was broken, so she was sent to the hospital. So when she was like all healthy and stuff, she came to school, and we asked her what happened, and she told us that like when she hung up, like 3 men broke her window, and like they were wearing a black mask. They like injected her with something, and then she went on unconscious. And we woke up in like a really dark room, and they kept asking her for like her address and her parents' number, but she didn't tell them. And then they like beat her up, and then she broke her leg and she was unconscious then, and then the police found her. So yeah, bye. Remember in 3rd grade, I used to have this teacher who always, I don't know, hated me or what she did, but she always gave me like a C and D in every test I did. And whenever she returned the test, I used to look at the answers to see what I did wrong, but I did all of them correct. But I do not really understand why she didn't give me an A and she gave me a C instead. So I complained to my mother about this, and my mother said I will talk to the principal. And the next day we went to the principal, and the principal looked at my test, and he said that it is correct. I don't know why she's doing this. There's part 2. I'm running out of time. Bye. Part 2. So the principal said that if this teacher does this one more time, just tell me. And we said that she's not taking any more tests, but I can show you the other tests tomorrow because I don't have them on me. He said, okay, bring the other tests tomorrow and I will see. So the next day I bring the other tests, and he saw that all of them were correct, only like a few of them were wrong. Anyways, he called the teacher, and the teacher said that it's so obvious that she's cheating on every test. She's very lucky that I did not call her name out loud and tell the whole class that she's cheating, and she should be grateful that I gave her a C instead of an F. And I told the principal a million times that I was not cheating. I'm running out of time, and there's part 3. I'll post it tomorrow. Bye. Part 3. So the principal kind of believed me, but he like believed the teacher more than me. So what he did was he sent the teacher outside to take her class, and he got every single test paper, and he listened, every single question from me. And it took about like 1 hour. And I only got like 2, 3, 5 or something of them wrong, but I got all of them correct. So the principal said, yeah, I believe you now. You were not cheating. And I'm like, I was not cheating. Why would I be cheating in such an easy test? So the teacher got called back and he told her that I was not cheating. Duh. And then the teacher said she was. I saw it from my own eyes. Okay, I'm running out of time again. There's part 4. Bye. Part 4. So the teacher said that I was probably cheating and she saw it from her own eyes, and I probably learned all of this before coming here. And I do not know what's wrong with the principal, but he gave me like 2 days of suspension because he believed the teacher instead of me. So I could not do anything about it. So I decided to complain to my father, and he asked the teacher's name, and I told him the teacher's name, and he asked do I know her last name, and I said no. So he told me that I think your teacher is one of my workers who worked at my company, and I fired her because she was not just doing well. And I think when she found out that you're my daughter, she started to give you bad grades for revenge, and that kind of made sense. And I saw her last name after that, and it was the same as my father told me. So I told the principal and she got fired. Bye.